Hi there, Dr. Denise Dart here. Welcome back. In my last video, I suggested that you consider two very important questions to assess the quality of your relationship and the trajectory of where it might be going. One of the things that's very difficult in toxic, emotionally abusive relationships is that we are deceived in the beginning of the relationship. The love bombing is nothing but bait. The promises are empty, and everything moves very, very fast. So you wake up one day and you realize, wait a minute, this is not what I was promised. This is not the really sweet person that I met who used to seem like they cared about me and consider what I needed and wanted. What is going on? How did I find myself here? And so as all of this is going on, there is a drive to get back to how things were in the beginning of the relationship. And this keeps you connected. Many people refer to this as the trauma bond. It is intermittent reinforcement. Things were really good, so there's hope that you're going to get back to the time when they were really good. Things can be really bad. You can be hurt by all of the tactics used by this person. And then suddenly this is the very person who is the one who is trying to get you back, trying to regain control over you, now with words, maybe that they're sorry. Not everybody says they're sorry. Words, promises, telling you that they love you. And so you think, well, maybe this time it's going to be different. And so there is this cycle, there is this bond that's developing that makes it very, very difficult to pull away. So if you continue to educate yourself, it's very important to stay clear as to what's going on. So I suggested that you look at two really simple questions just to get a sense of where are you right now? You were promised things, and how is it right now? And these two questions were related to financial matters, to your financial stability, and your sense of self-worth, your basic connection to yourself and to the world around you. And if these two things are worse now than they were when you entered the relationship, those are two big red flags. Love shouldn't hurt. Relationships shouldn't tear us down. We're human. We make mistakes. We're not perfect. That does not give another person the right to tear us down, to isolate us from other people. So the way you can get clarity is really simple. And I know that in a controlling relationship, it can be really terrifying to write anything down. But if you can find a way, a locked file, writing it down, and then later burning it, shredding it, whatever, the process of writing it down helps you to get clarity. So I want you to write down all of the ways that you can begin to step towards gaining financial independence. Forget the promises. The words are going to keep coming. If you have been told that you can't work, you shouldn't work, that you need to stay home, somebody's got to take care of the kids, you're not smart enough, you can't make enough, whatever it is, those are just words, and they're words of an abusive, controlling person. So start thinking about, how can I reach out? Find a job. Begin training. There's all sorts of wonderful resources and communities to help people. But I want you to brainstorm. And when your mind starts telling you every reason that you can't do that, that won't work for you, it's just brainstorming. I'm going to write down every single idea that I can come up with. It's a great starting place. And it's also a place where you challenge that voice, both the voice of the abuser that has been internalized and the abuser's voice that tells you every reason in the world that you can't. Well, I'm here to tell you, you can. So that's how to start, and they're baby steps, but we've got to start, continue to educate ourselves and move forward step by step, taking baby steps in the right direction. So with regard to your self-worth, your self-esteem, it is essential that you begin with the basics. You are worthy. When someone tells you no one will ever love you, no one will ever love you like I do, guess what? They have no idea what they're talking about. It is a lie. They have isolated you from others. They've made you believe that the crumbs that you're getting are all you deserve. So I want you to find a nice, quiet space, whether it's away from the home or when everybody leaves and you're in the home by yourself. Light a candle, create good energy for yourself, and start to write down all the qualities that you can remember about yourself from any point in your life. When you were a little kid, you were probably a lot more playful. When maybe you're adventurous, maybe you are intelligent, maybe you are kind. Whatever it is, I want you to write down all of those things about yourself that maybe you remember, or maybe other people have commented to you about. Think about things that you used to like to do. Sometimes in an abusive relationship, we even forget what we like to eat, what kind of movie we like to watch. We lose connection with who we are, what we like, what we want to do. So create another bubble on the page and start writing down things that you used to love or that you think that you might love. I am here to tell you there is a whole world outside of your home and probably outside of your knowing that this abusive, controlling, narcissistic individual wants you to believe isn't there. They've done everything they can to isolate you. It's there. And along the healing journey, we start small. It's a scary thing if you are still with this person to figure out how to get stable enough to go, how to create a support network. But it can be done, and you can do it too. So let's start with those little steps.